just find my mark here. Let's go!
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I would like to cover Glitter and Lasers Holiday Sweater Collection. Now, Anna put this out in 2024, so it's only a year old. I have seen this video. I saw this when it first came out. I do have a lot of thoughts on these sweaters. Now, I don't want to just rag on her for her sweater and pajama line. Good for her. You know, I know putting out a line is something she wanted to do for a while, and I think something like this, sweaters and pajamas, is a great start for her. Do I like the sweaters and pajamas? Not really. They are not to my taste. I do not share similar fashion taste to Anna, so that was probably always going to happen. So I'm going to try not to critique it too much on, I think it's ugly, whatever. That's kind of neither here nor there, although I will tell you what I think. My main problem with this whole line is a couple things. One, the price point. It's a little pricey for what I think it's worth. These sweaters are about $45 a piece, and they're basically just made of acrylic. They're not anything special, not anything fancy. They're a little pricey for what they are, which to me is Walmart, Target, something you would find at the mall, not in a high-end store. They're a little expensive for what they are and for what they're made out of. I wish that she had at least made them out of cotton or something like that, instead of the acrylic. But I don't want this to be too long. Let's get into the video and we will talk more about what I think of each of these sweaters as well as her pajamas.
Listen, I've done a lot of plus-size clothing hauls, and I can safely say that the haul and try-on we're doing today is my absolute favorite. Why? Because it's my collection, which includes this lovely ugly Christmas sweater. Actually, it includes a lot of ugly Christmas sweaters, some cozy and cute holiday cardigans, family matching pajamas, holiday loungewear. It's honestly like my Christmas gift to you.
I do always find it funny when influencers or celebrities or anyone is like, this is my gift to you. And it's like, you can buy something from me. Gee, thanks. Thank you, Anna. I would love for my Christmas gift to be me purchasing one of your sweaters. I do always just find that funny.
So without further ado, let's jump in to my collection in partnership with Jolly Days Holiday Haul. So to kick off this collection, let me tell you a little something about it. First and foremost, everything in this collection is available from a size small to a size 5X. So yes, it is technically plus size, but more importantly, it's size inclusive.
I'm actually surprised that she stopped at a 5X. Most time the extended sizes go all the way up to 6X. And I know it goes beyond that. There are some brands that I have seen that carry up to a 10X. So I'm very surprised that Anna stopped at a 5X, especially considering she might need a 6X, in my humble opinion, especially the pajamas, the pants. She needs the room. So I do find it funny knowing how tight her pajamas are on her and not knowing what size she ended up picking out for herself. I do wonder if she should have bumped it up to a 6X.
Which was something that was really, important to me when creating this collection. I wanted stuff that people could wear together with their families, no matter what size they were. We'll start with what I like to call Camper Van Santa. It feels a little bit like sweater inception because I'm wearing the sweater, and here is also another sample to show you guys. Of course, you've already seen it on me, but this is Camper Van Santa. I'm going to point out a couple details that I really love. First and foremost, how cute are these sleeves? And if you look up really close, there's actually like glitter sewn into them because, hello, I'm Glitter and Lasers. We had to add a little sparkle. Speaking of sparkle,
okay, so all of Anna's sweaters fall into what is considered the ugly Christmas sweater category. However, they fall into a specific subset of that. I remember, honestly, probably like 10 or 15 years ago, I went to an ugly sweater Christmas party, and I had a lot of trouble finding an ugly Christmas sweater that I thought was good even back then. I remember hunting around some thrift stores to find some old, cool vintage sweater. There is a subset of ugly Christmas sweaters that they sell at places like Walmart, like Target, again, like at maybe a Macy's or a JCPenney's, that are really just these kind of cheap, taggy sweaters that are Christmas themed. I don't like them. I know they sell. I know a lot of people buy them. So maybe this is just a product that's not for me. I don't like them. I don't know. I love a good ugly Christmas sweater, but I don't love these tacky Christmas sweaters. I don't know. It's kind of a different subset.
on the camper van, this is all metallic because my Santa doesn't ride in a boring sleigh. No, he rides in a camper. It's very outdoorsy of me. It's also got little Rudolph here, and there's some nice little 3D elements to this that really give it that ugly sweater vibe, but I think we can all agree it's a lot cuter than your average ugly sweater.
I don't know about that. I mean, I wouldn't say that this is the most horrific sweater I've ever seen. I don't even know that I necessarily dislike the idea of the camper van Santa. Maybe the execution of it is not my favorite. For some reason, in Anna's Christmas collection, she really strayed away from using too many Christmas colors. She leans into teals and purples and pinks. I mean, it's kind of like in her Christmas decorations that she has set up at her house. You know, it's not the classic red and green. She seems to go for these alternative Christmas colors, which is fine. If those are her preferred colors and she wants to do something a little bit different, that's fine. I tend to be more classic myself. I really like just the classic red, white, and green, maybe a little bit of silver in there. You know, I don't know. I'm not one to branch out. Like pink for Christmas is not my thing. Teal for Christmas is not my thing. So I don't love the color palette we're working with, which might be part of why I don't like this. Also, I don't love that it's cropped. They're all cropped. So I won't say anything more about it, but they are all cropped and I don't like that.
Every time I wear this, I forget that the little camper van's windows are iridescent, and it just makes me happy every time I remember it. So, yay. I love every sweater in my collection, but I do have some favorites, and I would definitely say this is one of my favorites. I just love this kind of wavy print of the pink and red. It's something I really haven't seen before.
From a design standpoint, I don't know that I really love this. Because of the pink and red wavy print, it's almost like rickrack. And I don't actually hate that if that was just what the sweater was. But because it's kind of that busy design in the background, the reindeer doesn't stand out. Like the antlers don't stand out. You can see on her, it's kind of hard to tell what this is. I think it would be better on a solid patterned sweater instead of this wavy stripe thing going on. Like I said, I don't actually hate the wavy stripes. And I think if it was just the wavy stripes there and no reindeer, I think I might like this sweater, although I don't like the white contrast. The bottom of the sweater has the red band, but then the sleeves and the neckline for some reason are white. I don't like that. I wish it was all just that matching red. I might be nitpicking. That's okay. That's all right. I'll move on.
I'm obsessed with. I love pink and red together. I also love the sparkly details of the antlers, the fun little ornaments, and the 3D element here.
Yeah, see, I just think this sweater and probably this whole line is just not for me. They're very funny, quirky, you know? And there are people that love a novelty sweater or a t-shirt. They love wearing quirky things. I am not so much like that. I would consider my style, I don't know how to say it without sounding mean, like a little bit more grown up than this, though. I don't like the novelty stuff. I don't like it's a little garish for me, you know, and I get that it's a fun Christmas sweater and I wouldn't criticize anybody wearing it, but it's also like I would feel silly wearing this. I would feel silly having a reindeer with sunglasses and a 3D scarf on my stomach. I don't know, I would feel a little bit silly wearing this. And again, it's like basically just acrylic, $45. I don't know. It seems a little expensive for what we're looking at right here.
With the scarf. Now the scarf is made of this super soft fabric that is also echoed here in the neckline and down at the sleeves. Now if you get up really close to the sweater, in between each of these little wavy like designs on the arm and on the front, there's actually a sparkle line, which is this fun little detail that I absolutely love. And when I first got the samples in, I was like, oh, nailed it. Because like I said, I want to put a little touch of sparkle in everything I create because hello, that's who I am. How can you not love this? Like, do you have no heart? Next up, we have this really, really cute llama or alpaca inspired sweater. I say,
once again, this color palette just doesn't scream Christmas for me. I don't think it's a bad color by any means, and I actually think that the shade of purple looks really good on Anna, so I can understand why she picked it out. But for me, I would probably prefer if it was a classic Christmas color, or even if it was just blue because it looks like the sky, you know? The purple is a little, I don't know. I don't love it.
For alpaca, because we did take some photos in the sweater at an alpaca farm, and I now am strongly team alpaca. They're much more friendly and like into hanging out than llamas. Not that you're looking for an alpaca to hang out with you, but if you are, definitely more friendly than llamas. I just love these because they're kissing under the mistletoe right here, and again a really cool design on the sleeves, again featuring that sparkle. And I think this is the first sweater where really one of the big design.
See, I don't hate it. It does feel, again, very quirky. I do remember, I don't even know how long ago it was, but a few years back, it was like for some reason llamas were seen as some big quirky thing, and there were llamas on sweaters at the stores. I don't know what that was about, so maybe she's capitalizing off of that. Maybe she always thought llamas were funny. I don't hate it necessarily. Would I wear it? Probably not. I don't think it's awful. I can see why someone would be drawn to this sweater because it is holiday themed, but not right on the nose, and it's something a little bit different. It's not for me. I will say that. It's not for me. Um, it's okay though. It's all right. I like the little saddle blanket. I like the inclusion of the lights draped around the llama. It's all right.
Ideas behind this collection comes through, which is we wanted to offer other items than just red and green. We wanted to show that you could make holiday items in more fun colors, and I think this purple is an awesome example of that.
Yeah, and I think having a little bit of fun with the colors is something that it seems like Anna would do. A lot of her Christmas decorations, like I said, I mean, she has that little pink nutcracker guy there, you know. She doesn't always go for the classic Christmas colors in her decorations, so it makes sense that she would do it with her sweaters too. It's just probably not for me, and it's not something I prefer. But if Anna likes it, then great, and it makes her sweater stand out.
It still feels festive. It still feels very appropriate for an ugly sweater party, but it's gonna stand out because it's purple. And we're still having a little of that red and green here in the sleeve, but we're doing something a little different, which is really something I'm excited about with this collection. I feel like every time I wear this sweater, I awkwardly do this, and that's...
Yeah, see, that's an example of something that we could have cut out. I mean, we're talking about the sweaters, and now you're making me feel weird about them. So maybe less of the rubbing of the llamas. I don't know. It's awkward for me.
Because this is like the same texture and feeling of a really soft blanket. It's very soothing. Let's say you are not like a big kitsch girl, right? You want to be more like subtly holiday. So that's where this sweater is perfect for.
I definitely don't think this is subtle. I don't know what definition Anna is working with here, but I personally don't think this is subtle. I do agree. It's a little less kitsch, a little less quirky than the llamas and the camper van Santa. I don't think it's subtle though. Again, we have, you know, the different Christmas colors. It's a very pink heavy sweater. Almost from far away, it almost looks like Valentine's Day until you see that it says ho 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 and there's snowflakes on it. I guess, to be fair, she's saying this one's subtle, and so far, this is probably one I'd be the most likely to wear because it is the least quirky and kitschy. So I don't know, maybe she knows what she's talking about. What I do like is I like the green stripes in between. It breaks up too much pink and red. I think that inclusion was nice. I don't know, would I wear a sweater that says ho 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 all across the chest? I don't know, but it's there.
This is the Ho 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 sweater, if you didn't get that from all of the hoes on it. And what I love about this sweater is it is so unbelievably soft. So this kind of area here at the neckline and at the sleeves is like a fuzzy material. And I know that doesn't translate super well on camera, so I'm just pointing it out, but this fabric is soft as hell. Obsessed with it. What I also really like about this collection, and I feel like I need to point this out, is I've washed everything, I've worn everything, and I've worn them for a very long time.
Another nitpick is all of the cuffs and collars and whatever, they just don't match in all the sweaters. So here, the bottom of the sweater and the sleeves are pink, but then around the neck is that white fluffy. I don't like that. I wish they all matched on all the sweaters. I don't know, maybe that's nitpicking, but I don't like that. I don't like that they're random. I don't know. It feels weird. It feels disconnected.
Time. I have a lot of allergy issues and a lot of sensitivity issues, and I wanted to make sure that when I was wearing these sweaters that I could wear them comfortably. And I'm just gonna be real with you, we shot a lot of this collection when it was really freaking hot outside, and I was able to get hot in these and not itch. And if you are an allergy baby like me, you know that it's rare, so I am pointing it out for my ladies with the itchies. But how cute is this little sweater? It looks really great under overalls. You're gonna see that in a future video. This one definitely wins the award for being the softest. I forget how soft.
I did check just for science purposes. It's basically the same composition as the other sweaters. I mean, there's slight differences, but for example, the camper van one was 85% acrylic. This one's 87% acrylic. The only difference really is that this one has less metallic in it and more polyester, but it's basically just a mostly acrylic blend for all of them. So they should all probably be around the same level of softness.
It is. Gosh, it's nice. So good. So those are our ugly sweaters, and now we are taking a wonderful journey into our cozy cardigans. These cardigans were inspired by things I love about the holidays, but they're a little bit lighter on the holiday decor. So they scream festive season, but not necessarily Christmas. They also feature some things I love, which you'll see as soon as I show you the first cardigan. So when creating a Christmas line, the first thing I knew I had to do was put data on a cardigan. This is the Data Farewell cardigan, and I'm obsessed with it.
So I actually think it's pretty cute that she included Data in this. I mean, to be fair, I would put my dog on a sweater too. He would look great, you know? So I don't actually care that she did that. I do question Data's outfit a little bit. I don't love it. But the idea of her including her dog is pretty fun. And I like how she put the paw prints and bones on the sweater. I do think it's very cute. Again, this cardigan is just reading a little cheap to me. I don't know. It might be the fabric. It might be the color. I don't know. I don't think I would wear it, but I do think it's cute that she included Data.
This is, see, Holiday Light. It's more of a winter theme. And what I love is in the little pattern here on the side where it's more of like a fair.
See, it's very interesting. In the last clip, when it was just hanging there, the cardigan actually looked quite long. But when Anna puts it on, it looks very, very cropped. So I don't know. Is it just that she's ordering sizes too small? Is there some sort of magic illusion going on? I don't know. The buttons also look like they're struggling. Anna, you need to size up in your own cardigan. I'm sorry. You need to bump it up.
Style. We've got paw prints. We've got dog bones. Again, some sparkle details because we're gonna shine this holiday season. And most importantly, I've got my best friend on this cardigan. This is 100% inspired by Data. We tried a bunch of different fur types. We settled with this kind of black, slight tinge of gray when the light hits it, and I think it perfectly matches Data. He's obviously very cool in his sweater and Santa hat, and I love that it has some 3D elements to it again. Very soft, very comfortable, a little bit shorter than the sweater. So as you can see, the sweaters have more of a relaxed fit. These are going to be a little bit slightly cropped, not a ton.
No, I would say it's all pretty cropped, including the sweaters. Which I know is Anna's style. Anna loves a good cropped sweater, so it does kind of make sense that that's what she would do for her line. I'm not sure that I like that. I'm not sure that most women prefer to show off that part of their body. You know, I think having a longer classic fit would probably be better and would probably help her to move merchandise a little bit more. I think the cropped is a little bit more trendy, but also it's just Anna's preference. So I guess she can do whatever she wants, but I don't like it.
As you can see in the side by side, but definitely a little bit shorter and a little bit more like fitted style than the sweaters. One thing to pay attention to on the cardigans is actually their buttons. So this one has a really cute little pink sparkly button, and I really wanted to think about those little details because I wanted those special moments when you see those things. It just makes you like something just a little bit more. So I love these buttons. Obviously this is my favorite because Data. So this sweater is like really for the Taylor Swifts of the world. I'm not a cat lady, but I wanted to make the ultimate cat lady sweater because I see you, I hear you, I understand you. I'm just allergic to cats. So this is it. And I'm very obsessed with it.
Okay, I am also not a cat person. I am a dog person through and through. They are just better. Plus, my husband is allergic to cats, so we are a no-cat household. I don't mind this one as much. I think maybe it's because it's a more neutral color. Like, it's just black with the Christmas lights. I don't know. It's got a little bit less of the glitter garishness happening, so I don't mind that. I mean, the cat is what it is. I don't think I would wear this because of the cat. If it didn't have the cat, I might wear this, but it's not awful.
Data was white, I would ask to have this be Data. But it has these super cool ornaments down the side, again with touches of glitter because sparkle baby sparkle. And the cat is my favorite thing in the world. Like, look at this sassy cat. Man, if Taylor Swift wore this, I would die inside. But it was really designed for the fact that I know there's a lot of amazing cat ladies out there and I want them to feel fabulous and festive this season. And this cat is like everything. This cat.
Definitely moody and sassy. Why is everything wearing glasses? I mean, have you noticed that? The reindeer's wearing glasses, Data's wearing glasses, the cat is wearing glasses. What's with the glasses? I don't understand. Does that make it more quirky? Does that make it more funny? I'm not sure what's going on with every critter on these sweaters wearing glasses. It's very interesting.
It has such an attitude. When I was like talking about concepts with the designers and they were like, okay, this is what we're thinking when you said cat. And I was like, that is it. That is absolutely it. She is a sassy diva and she's going to celebrate her way, whether you like it or not. I swear the sweater is turning me into a cat person because look how cute she is. If you're not a dog lover or you're not a cat lady, we still have a cardigan for you. And this one again is a very unusual color combo and I'm obsessed with it. I love this color scheme because it
I don't like this color scheme. I don't like it generally. It also just doesn't feel like Christmas, which I get is more of a winter themed sweater, but I don't know, kind of teal and purple. It doesn't really do it for me. I'm sorry. I know that's just a personal preference, but you're on my channel, so you're getting what I think. I just find it odd that she does like these half and half things for the cardigans. There is no cardigan where it's the same across the front. They're not symmetrical. They have wildly different things on the right than on the left, which I feel like I'm not a fan of. I would prefer a little bit of symmetry sometimes. I don't know. Not a fan of this one.
It's teal and purple, and we've got our little Frosty the Snowman down here. We have a snow kind of pattern side, and I really do love this kind of two-sided cardigan. It's something I really wanted to do that I hadn't seen, different prints and offering something a little bit more kooky, still with that glitter because we got glitter everywhere. But this has a kind of snowman farewell on the side, and then a larger snowman over here who's rocking a super sweet scarf that of course matches the sweater. I think this sweater definitely extends well beyond holiday. You could wear this in January, or if you were just going skiing somewhere. It's just a fun, slightly kitschy sweater.
Yes. Anna herself is an athlete, so she's trying to appeal to athletes. So if you need good ski wear, check out the Glitter and Lasers Jolliday collab and get your ski sweaters.
That, honestly is so cute. Now the other cardigans had a sparkly kind of button. This actually has a special button that we designed. It's a little snowflake inside of the white button. And I just, again, love the little details. I wanted to put thoughtfulness in every part of this collection. I love the holidays. I love kitschwear, but I still think you can do things that are special in that category. I just think those little details make wearing something feel a little bit more special. And I just really want you guys to feel special in these. This sweater is like everything I love about the 80s, like together in one. It's this just beautiful color combo that screams, I'm gonna get an orange Julius in the mall, while at the same time feeling appropriate for today. So if y'all have been following me for a while, you know that I've been going through a lot this year, and that's forced me to rest a lot. So while designing this collection, one thing I thought about is how good wearing something that looks cute to bed feels.
You don't need to tie the pajamas into some sort of personal tragic backstory. You can just say I made a pajama line. It's okay. You don't have to be like, oh, you guys have been struggling with my health. I've been in bed constantly. I need pajamas. You know what I mean? It's like, it's okay. You can just make a pajama line. There doesn't have to be a deep reason behind it.
Some days for me, I can't get out of bed, but if I can wear something that makes me feel good, that's a win. So I really designed the loungewear pieces in this collection around that mindset. That loungewear can be something that motivates you and makes you feel good, even on those days when you don't want to leave the house. And some of these pieces you'll actually want to wear out too.
See, she's overhyping them. She's trying to give it too much meaning. Anna, this is a pajama collection. Let's just look at pajamas. They don't have to be deep. This doesn't have to be some profound, meaningful collection of pajamas. You can just be like, yeah, guys, I made pajamas. This is what they look like.
But that was like my thinking behind it all. So the first set we have is actually a sweater set, and it's made out of this fabric called mossy. And oh my gosh, guys, this is like the best fabric ever. I touched a lot of samples when we were picking fabrics and everything, and I felt it like not in a garment, because you usually feel it like on a square. And I was like, oh, this feels good. And then I got the items.
I just imagine Anna in a warehouse somewhere stroking bolts of fabric over and over and over again, being like, not enough acrylic, you guys, not enough acrylic, until she gets to one that's like 90% acrylic. And she's like, oh my gosh, it's the softest thing I've ever felt in my life. I don't know why that image is in my head. She's like, she probably rubbed everything in a weird way and made it weird. And then people were like, all right, Anna, that's enough rubbing the fabric. You can stop now.
The first samples came in and I was obsessed with it. I want 30 more sets of this, and hopefully I get the chance to design those sets. So if you are looking for the ultimate sweater comfy outfit that is not itchy, not sweaty, like perfect holiday loungewear, I cannot stress how amazing this fabric is. I wish you could all just come in here and touch it. This is it. So this is the mossy set.
So this is probably the item in her collection that I would be most likely to wear, although I would just wear it as pajamas or like around the house. I don't think I would wear it out, but it's pretty simple and unoffensive, so I would probably wear it. I would probably even wear it with the green Crocs. I personally use Crocs as house shoes, so I'm always rocking around my house in bright yellow Crocs, and the green ones look nice with this, so I don't know. Croc haters, be gone.
Oh, I'm so obsessed with it. And we designed this really cute fair isle, again, in more unique holiday colors. So it's pink, blue, and green. And we've got trees and snowflakes. And then the fabric itself is more of like a confetti black. Now, I don't know exactly how to explain that, but it's like black fabric with like slight flecks of color. So it is a little bit more dimensional than just a straight black fabric. It does have a drawstring waist like a jogger. And the top is this super cute hoodie, also with a little tie at the bottom, that has matching Fair Isle on the arms.
See, and I don't even mind the color choices here. I think this print is fine. Yeah, it leans more wintry holiday than strictly Christmas, although the Christmas trees do tie it in, but either way, whatever, that's fine. Yeah, this is probably my favorite thing from this collection, to be honest. It's just the thing that offends me the least, so it's my favorite by default.
This set is so comfortable. I just keep saying it because I wish you could try it on through the camera. It does have a hood. And again, I just wanted to have an option with a hood because I love a hood. I know not everybody doesn't love a hood, and that's fine because I have options for you that love to rock a crew. And I'm going to show you one of those right now. This set, every single time I put it on, I forget just how soft it is. And I will tell you, when we were shooting images for the website, every single person at that shoot asked for this set.
I think that's because the rest of the collection is a little more specialized, a little more kitsch or quirky, like we've been saying. You know, this would appeal to the widest demographic because it is so simple and plain. So I can see why, if people were offered one thing from the collection, this would be the one that they would choose.
So, I think it's kind of special. Next up, we have two sweatsuits, and they're a little bit different, so I'm going to talk about each of them individually. The first up is this amazing pink holiday trees set.
Okay, before I give my opinion on this, I do want to remind ourselves that I talked about it in my Target video, my conspiracy that Anna sort of stole this pattern and this color scheme from Target. Here is a photo of what she was looking at Target. She was looking at that a year before this came out. So depending on when she started making this collection, when they started drafting everything, she could have been influenced by that. And it's something that I've wondered for a while, because to me, these are very similar items.
I literally drew this myself, and it couldn't have come out any better. Couple things to note about this fabric. I have found that a lot of sweatsuits are really, really heavy. And as someone who honestly struggles with a little bit of body temperature regulation, it means I don't necessarily want to wear them because I get too hot too quickly. These, we were able to use a new fabric that I believe this is the first items that have ever used this fabric.
See, I don't know about that. Anna's trying to kind of come across like she invented this new type of fabric. This is 60% polyester, 35% rayon, and 5% spandex. It's nothing novel. It's nothing crazy. It's a pretty generic blend of fabrics. So I don't know what she means. Like, it's some sort of brand new technology that she invented just for these sweaters, and it's the first ever of its kind. It's a pretty simple fabric. I do want to point out that on the website, this is what the pajama set is called. It's called Glitter and Lasers Tremendous Set, which I like.
Which is a lighter weight sweat that still has that really soft interior that you would have from a normal sweatsuit, but it's lighter weight. And I am obsessed with these. In fact, I had to wash the next sweatsuit, which I'll show you in a second. I literally just pulled it out of the dryer because I've been wearing them nonstop because they give me that sweatsuit feeling without just being so heavy that it's not practical for me to wear. Now, the designs themselves are a full sweatpants with cuffing details that contrast to the print that's in the center at the waist and at the legs, obviously.
So I don't necessarily dislike the pattern, just the random differently sized Christmas trees. That's kind of fine to me. The color palette, I don't know, they're not bad colors. Again, it's not very Christmassy, but it is kind of hard to see the outline of the trees. It would have been better if they were either a darker color or had some sort of outline. Also, to make clear that they're trees, because they do kind of just look like lumpy triangle shapes at points. So I don't necessarily hate it. I do feel like the pattern could have been reworked a little bit so that it looks better on the eyes. I don't necessarily hate it though. It's all right. It's fine.
With a fully working drawstring, so you can adjust this to work to the shape that fits for you. Now, in the next set we're going to see, it's still a sample. I added pockets. So these are fresh off the print. This is the other set does have pockets as well, but they're not on there because I was waiting for the new production samples to come. But I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. This is my dream sweatsuit. I wear this all the time. I mean, that I could give no bigger like shout out to it than I wear it all the time. It's just a traditional crew sweatshirt, so we're having our seam here in the shoulder. I'll talk to you guys a little bit about the other sweatsuit that does have a slightly different shoulder seam. So yeah, the pink set. Obsessed! This is giving Barbie Christmas. This is giving pop fantasy.
Okay. I will tell you my biggest critique so far with all of these items. Anna made a line, and none of the clothes fit her. They don't fit her properly. And this was an opportunity for her to have clothing that was very customized to her. You know, even if it fit nobody else, it should fit her. They're her clothes. She models them on the website. They should fit her. I wish that there had been someone on the team that had made ones specifically to fit her. Even if the other ones just came in generic sizing, I wish hers that she is modeling and that she wears would be fitted to her. Because it doesn't make your line look good when even the creator, designer, whatever title she's giving herself, when they don't even fit her. You know, I wish they had taken time to make special pairs of pajamas and special sweaters that fit Anna how they should fit. Even if she didn't particularly like the fit, I wish someone had just been like, listen, this is how it should fit you. So we're going to make ones that fit you. I don't know.
This is giving everything. Let's just be real. This is our other set that I literally just pulled out of the dryer. So excuse me while I put it the right way. You can see this has been washed multiple times at this point. I'm going to say 3 or 4 washes. This is the production sample, and even the production sample is holding up pretty dang good. It looks pretty much new at this point.
It is new. I mean, am I crazy for thinking 3 or 4 washes really isn't that many washes? It is still a new item. That's like you wore it a couple of times. It should still look new. Is this because Anna cycles through clothing so fast that she thinks having something long enough to wash it 3 or 4 times is like an old piece of clothing? To me, that's still new. You know, if I've only had an item for a couple of months and worn it like 10 to 20 times, I mean, this is still my new sweater. You know, it takes a long time for me to consider a new item not a new item anymore. It takes multiple wears. So I guess I don't know what she's talking about here.
Still has that drawstring waist that we saw in the other. Little bit difference here is that we have a light blue contrast here and at the cuff, while the pattern itself is white. Now we should talk a little bit about these patterns because they're really interesting. Instead of being in a print on the fabric, they're actually like incorporated into the fabric. So they're like dyed with the color. That's how it was explained to me. I realize I'm not explaining it the best to y'all, but I don't fully understand it because science. But what that means is the print is going to be a lot more resilient than if it was just something that was printed onto the design. Now the top in this holiday loungewear set is a little bit different than the Christmas tree family matching set because it has this baseball seam. So the seams are going to come here from the crew line. That's just a preference thing. I find them both to be equally comfortable. They're just going to have a slightly different fit.
I don't dislike this set. In fact, I would wear these as pajamas. I think they're cute. I think they're fine. The only gripe that I have with these is they do just feel very generic. To me, when you get an influencer to create a line and then they create something that you could find at any Walmart, it's kind of like, well, what's so special about this? You just slapped your face on it, you know? You just modeled the clothes and said, hey, these are Glitter and Lasers pajamas. And then they're just kind of generic blue snowflake pajamas. I mean, they're cute, they're fine, they're whatever, but if you never told me that Anna made these, I wouldn't know. And I think that is a drawback of this line, is a lot of it is very generic. Sure, there are some things that are personalized, like her putting data on the one sweater. Great. That's cute. I like it. But this feels like anyone could have made it, so it doesn't feel particularly special to Anna. You know, it doesn't feel like this is something that she made and nobody else could have made it.
I feel like the Christmas tree one has a little bit more of a boxier fit, a little bit more like athleisure feeling, and this feels like it fits a little bit closer to the body, but again, very similar fit, more of just like a little design aesthetic change. Just a little reminder, this is the sample. It doesn't have pockets in it, but the real set does have pockets. Now, am I even doing a plus size holiday collection if I don't do pajamas? I mean, I live in pajamas and y'all are always asking me where I got them. Well, now you'll know because I will have designed them myself. These are our holiday Fair Isle pajamas. I am so proud of this print. I'm proud of the colors. It's like a beautiful purple, 2 shades of pink, and then that bright green that we've been using. Again, following that same theme of the contrast at the cuffs and at the waistline. These are dreamy soft. These are like a buttery fabric. I hate when people say that online, by the way. When people are like, oh my God, buttery soft leggings. These are literally buttery soft. There is no other way to describe them, but they're my ideal fabric material. And I touched so many fabrics when picking this one, and I picked this one because I feel like comfort is the most important thing when you're sleeping. Yes, I want to be cute, but I also want to be able to wear it to bed.
Once again, I don't really have a problem with these. They are perfectly fine. Yeah, the color doesn't scream Christmas, but if they're kind of just generic winter pajamas, okay. I don't care, you know? But again, it doesn't feel like anything special. I mean, anyone could have made these. I think I would have appreciated it if there was something more from Anna on each piece, you know, whether it was her YouTube channel name or something like that. Just something that made it so that it's like, okay, these are Anna's pieces. These are Anna's babies. She had a hand in them. Right now, it feels like kind of a generic thing that maybe she was like, oh, I like this color. Go with that color instead. And like that's the most input she had. It just doesn't feel like anything special.
So I really feel like I did a great job. I think this fabric is called Yummy fabric, which I guess is pretty fitting because it is yummy. Now the top is very similar to like just a straight pajama t-shirt top, again with that really fun print with the banding at the bottom, the cuffs, and the neckline. So this is just a super cool, fun pajama set. Would be great for like a girly matching moment. Additionally, just to reiterate, everything in this collection is available in sizes small to 5X. That's because I wanted everyone to be able to feel like they could find something in this collection that fit them and made them feel happy and confident this holiday season.
Then why not go up to even a 6X? I mean, I feel like most places that sell those extended plus sizes go up to a 6X. Why stop at a 5? You know, why stop at a small? Why didn't you do extra small? I don't know. Sure, size inclusive, I guess, but I'm not sure. They don't fit you, Anna, so apparently they aren't big enough.
So yeah, no matter what size you are, you can rock a super cute holiday set. And you have to agree, this is the cutest print. So they're sending us samples. They actually sent me extras of this, which I'm very grateful for because I will be wearing these on repeat through the holiday season. I'm going to live in these. Okay, so what kind of Texan would I be if I didn't have like one little piece of cowboy, right? And so it's Christmas, y'all.
I like how anytime she tries to prove she's a Texan, she just inadvertently proves that she is very much not a Texan. The reality is this does give Midwestern trying to do Texan, which is exactly what Anna is. So I guess in some ways it is very representative of the Glitter and Lasers brand, but it does feel very cheap and stereotypical.
Now, I actually designed this graphic myself. A designer did zhuzh it up a bit because, you know, nobody's perfect, but I'm really proud of it. It's made of the same super soft sweatshirt material in the sweatsuits. This is another item that I've been surprisingly wearing a lot. It's just really comfortable to lounge in. And
see, the hat and this crew neck together, as well as the skinny jeans, is very much giving Ohio Mormon trying to be Texan. Anna is incredibly consistent with her brand. I just think she has no idea what that brand is. But if you showed me this picture and were like, tell me about this woman, I would probably guess Midwestern Mormon. I really would. Trying to go Western, you know?
Actually throw it on top of the pajamas all the time. Again, I sometimes get hot and cold out of nowhere, and it's nice to be able to layer like that. They actually look really cute together too. Like I didn't design them to go together, but they work so well together that I often am wearing them all together. Another little detail to note, because we're trying to have a little sparkle in everything we do, there is a little sparkly bow here. So this is not a flat red, this is actually a sparkle print. So, you know, putting a little shimmer where you can. I mean, I had to do Texas right and put on a hat, though I do realize that I also should have put on boots, but you know what? Nobody's perfect. So that is my first holiday collection.
She says first, like there are going to be many more. I don't know. That would be a lot of fun. I would love for Anna to put out more lines of her own because I would just like to see what she comes up with personally. It is too late this year for her to put out any sort of Christmas line. It's already December, so a little bit too late on that. This was announced in October of 2024, so maybe next year though.
It's size inclusive, it's sparkly, and it is full of holiday festiveness. Whether you're looking for like the perfect ugly sweater to wear to a holiday party, or if you just want to add a little holiday cheer to your outfit with a cute cardigan, or if you just want to lounge and show that you are holiday ready, there's something in this collection for you.
As someone who has gone through this whole collection, I'll be honest, Anna, I don't feel like there's anything for me. Nothing really appeals to me. There are a few things that if I received for free, I would probably wear. But there are other items that if I received for free, I would most certainly not wear. It is a little expensive for me. And I get that $45 is not like anything super crazy. But also, I mean, some of us just don't have $45 on a single sweater or pajama money. It is what it is, okay? I'm not buying something that expensive that I don't even really like, and that is mostly acrylic. It is what it is. So no, I don't really feel like there's something for me in this collection, but I also wonder what it would take for a collection by Anna to appeal to me, and I can't even really think of it. It would have to be something that went entirely against everything she's ever said on her channel. If she did the opposite of what she normally does, I would be interested to see what that collection looked like. Yeah, I would be intrigued then. So let's see that collection, Anna. Let's see the anti-glitter and lasers collection.
This was a big endeavor for me, especially doing it while I was going through so many challenging things in my life, and I am just really proud of myself.
When are you not going through things, though? It seems like Anna is always on the brink of mental and physical collapse, that she is just constantly going through medical emergency after medical emergency, and even in the brief periods where it seems like she's doing okay, or at least what she puts out online is meant to express that she's doing okay, we later find out that she literally could not have been doing any worse. So for her to be proud of herself that with everything that's going on, she still managed to do it. It's like, well, when else would you have done it? You know? And also, I'm sorry, I don't think she designed this whole line. She may have had some input, okay, but I think there was probably a team that did a majority of the legwork and that she occasionally felt fabric or suggested colors. I don't think Anna was sitting at the drawing board agonizing over, you know, what the llamas on her sweatshirt were going to look like. I don't think she drew the designs. I don't think she did any of that. I think maybe she had some conceptual ideas. Like she was like, oh, this is my dog Data. Can you put him on a cardigan? And they were like, yeah, we can do that. No problem. You know, I don't think this is the physical undertaking that she's acting like it was, but I could be wrong.
I am so happy that I was able to deliver the quality and the cuteness that I wanted. And whatever happens, I'm just so happy that I got to do this.
Okay, notice the phrasing there. Not, I am so happy to deliver you guys good quality pieces, but I'm so happy to deliver pieces that were the quality I wanted. So Anna could have not cared about the quality, but as long as they're the quality she wanted, she can say that with a straight face, you know? So no, these are not necessarily good quality. This is just the quality that Anna was comfortable selling. Also, I like the phrase, no matter what happens. Basically, if none of these sell, if this is a total flop, I'm still going to pretend like it was worth it because I learned so much and I had such a good time making it. So no matter what kind of hate I get, just know you can't break my spirit because I'm already so happy with what's going on. I don't know, it's that qualifier is weird. Whatever happens, girl, it's sweaters and pajamas. What do you mean whatever happens?
And then I get to share this with you. Now, as always, links to everything are down below to shop these items. If you have any questions about the fit or the construction, feel free to reach out. We're going to be...
Yeah, I have a question about the fit. Why don't the items that you designed fit you? I will be eagerly awaiting your response. I would like a response, please, by email from your team.
Doing as best we can to answer those comments here on this video.
Yeah, comments are turned off on this video, just like every other Glitter and Lasers video to ever exist, so I hope you all are not looking to have your questions answered in the comments.
I just really hope that you guys love this. Thank you so much for sitting with me and just letting me show you a little piece of my heart. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of the week, and this might be a little early, but happy holidays!
And that's the end of our video today. I hope you guys enjoyed taking a look at these. I definitely have seen this before, but in my mind, I love that she came out with a line. This is pretty classic to me, even though it's only a year old, just because Anna talks about so many people's clothes that it was pretty fun to be able to see her actually make clothes, even if I don't think they're very good. I would like to see her come up with other things in the future, and I hope that they're better? I don't know. I hope she has more input in them. You know, I hope the things she comes out with in the future do feel more authentically Anna, because I do think she has a very individual style, and I would like to see her pieces reflect that instead of being kind of just generic. But thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment down underneath. Ask any question you want, but be warned, I will be turning off comments and not answering your questions, just like Anna. Okay, thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye!